It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we're at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this 1st quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got it in, complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On the move, touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know what?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it. Because
and it is caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll buy some time right.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they've had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Ravens are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And got his man complete. It's a big play there on 4th and 10.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guys scoop.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.